All right, let's try this. Hey, can anybody hear me? Awesome. Okay, earlier I had a problem where I couldn't be heard. So for some reason, trying to thanks Christmas. Hey Noel. Hey Coldsy. Thanks Juan. Thanks Dylan. Sorry about earlier, guys. I don't know about how there's still a bit of a delay. I'll have to fix that. Hey Martin. I'm doing great, Dylan. Thanks. Thanks, Coldsy. So earlier what had happened was I was using YouTube's Direct. Okay, I got the camera over here. And so I was doing it directly on YouTube, and they were not picking up the mic. And so that was a pain. And all right, here we go. So I got chat over here. So I'm testing out my new monitor. It actually says Dell at the bottom. No, it doesn't. Okay, I did not realize it says Dell at the bottom. Oh well. So I'm testing out the new monitor. Wanting to test out, see how the mic's working in here. I'm using the built-in camera on my crappy notebook. So there's that. And the keyboard I bought, a nice white mechanical gaming keyboard, is not working. Now, I don't know if it's a compatibility issue with my notebook or not. So we'll have my brother put it on his PC and see if it works on his. If not, Mr. Amazon going to have to give me some money back. So there's that. But the mic, how does the mic sound? Thanks, Vegas. Thanks, Coldsy. And supposedly, if I turn this button, I get louder. Thanks, Noel. So, hey, thanks, Out. So I'm not using the software for this mic. One of the big things, I sure will, Juan. One of the big things about this mic in particular, it's Elgato Wave 3. You come with built-in, you come with a built-in mixer called the Wave software, which takes a USB mic and puts it almost on the level of an XLR. Don't be wrong, it's never going to sound as good as an SMB7 or something, but it's up there. This was a gift I got for Christmas, and my notebook won't run the software. It won't even install it. So after I get my computer built, I'll be able to do some really neat stuff with it. One, I'll be able to adjust the quality a lot better. Two, it works as a mixer. So I can literally say we were watching videos together on YouTube. I can control the sound of the Chrome, the YouTube, the sound of my headset, all the sounds you have, background. Say I'm gaming, I can put the in-game chat on one sound, the Spotify music on another track, all within this same program, and adjust them all in that one spot without having to run everything through like a XLR mixer. And I'm using a crappy like dining room chair to sit in right now, so how long I'll be able to sit here. It's already very uncomfortable. But listen, I really just main thing of chatting in today with y'all was to thank all of y'all. In the past couple of months, we've gotten over 200 new subscribers. Actually, in the past 90 days, we've gotten over 300 new subscribers. So I really appreciate that. I appreciate everybody's continued support. Appreciate the new support. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. That was the big thing. And then I just wanted to test some gear. I got my new monitor right here, which you can't see because I can't just move the camera because it's not a laptop. Let's try something silly here. This probably won't work very well, but we're going to try it. So that's the new monitor. Not that you can really see it that well, but that's the new monitor. Thanks, Cozy. So I was donated some money to go towards my build. And with that money, it was donated because I knew when I got a computer build, I need a new monitor. I got what I've gotten so far. I got my CPU. It's a Ryzen 5. It's the 5600G. So you give up a little bit of L2 cache or L3 cache, and you give up the ability to run PCIe 4. But what you get in exchange is integrated graphics. That way I can start using it even before I have the money to buy a graphics card. So I've got the GPU. The other thing I got, because I need a new mouse, I got that. I'm already using this. I just left it in the other room because was using my laptop in the other room. And I'm just using my old crappy $5 mouse in here right now. Hey, Lady T. But even though that's the cheapest razor you can get, because that's the old version of the Death Adder, it was like $20. Night and day difference between it and my $5 Walmart mouse. The other thing I got was the keyboard, which I guess it may not be working. I also got the monitor, and I bought a power supply. I was able to get an EVGA 750 watt, 80 plus bronze semi-modular for $40 because I went to EVGA's B stock site. So that was exciting. So for the computer bill, there's things I need. Oh, I was able to get this little cheap arm. This is only like a $13 arm. It holds my mic up. It sucks, but it's doing the job. The bigger problem is actually the table. I'm on one of those. It's a heavy duty like table where the legs fold under. It's really big, but it's one of those that's made of that plastic stuff. And so when I I got this clamped on as tight as it can, but when I go to move it, I have to hold the clamp down to even adjust the mic at all because it comes loose because it's a plastic table. So I got to get a wood tabletop built. Or I showed people the other day some pictures of one I found local for sale on Marketplace for $20. It looks like crap, but I may get it. But so stuff that I have: power supply, CPU, monitor, mouse, and maybe a keyboard. We got to see if it works. What I still got to get: some motherboard, RAM, storage, and a case. Those 4 items, I'll have a computer up and going. About $448 is where I'm left on that. So if I don't get that accomplished in June, I should have it accomplished in July. So I know I've been saying for a year now, I'm working on getting a computer built where I can do more stuff and make better content. Thank you, Christmas. Vegas, I do not play Rocket League. The system I have won't run it. I've tried to install it, it won't install. Pretty much the only game that plays without any problems is Minecraft. Even other games that would play on a potato won't play just because the built-in OS. Man, I'm looking kind of, I don't know, kind of crazy today. Thanks. And stupid guy, Bread. I'm just going to call you Bread. How's that? So it's crazy because what I'm seeing on this monitor is as I'm saying it. But I've also got YouTube pulled up on this monitor, and it's delayed. So if I do this, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 right it is right there. It took 9 seconds from the time I raised my hand until you guys saw it. How crazy is that? Now, I don't know if that's my internet or if that's my computer, if it's my equipment, or if that's the standard delay. I don't think it's a standard delay because I've had it other times where it was literally like a 3 second. And so I don't know. There's got to be a way I can adjust it. I just don't think I can right now. The monitor, I got it. And the reason I was able to stretch that money so far that they gave me was I bought an open box monitor from Best Buy, free shipping. It's a 24-inch Dell 1080p monitor. I think it's got a 3 millisecond response time, 75 hertz, and it was only $106. The APU, CPU, I got it for $190. I could have went with a Intel and got it a little cheaper, but the motherboards are more expensive on the most recent gen Intel. But even then, even for same price, since I'm going to have to wait until I get a graphics card and I need to use integrated graphics, the 12th gen Intel chips are outperforming the current generation of Ryzen chips, but the integrated graphics are better on the Ryzen than the integrated graphics on the Intel. So that's the reason I went with the AMD. It'll still do anything. My brother sold one of his rifles and he built himself a computer using the exact same processor. And he's playing water tanks, Fortnite, Minecraft, whatever he wants to play. He's playing in 1080p high settings, and it's working fine. And that's with the Ryzen built-in graphics. He drops it to medium, he gets even better performance. But he's getting 60 frames per second plus. I mean, he's getting over 100 frames per second on like esports titles like Fortnite and stuff. So this will tide me over, even though the GPU prices have just bottomed out. If anybody's out there looking to do any building, the prices, you see the prices, Amazon Newegg, they've came way down, which I'm scared of using Newegg after all the stuff I've seen them pull on other people. All right, Martin, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good day, bud. But even the prices on Amazon, they've come down to nearly MSRP. But if like EVGA, they sell their stuff direct from their website. So they actually have in stock GPUs at MSRP. And the crazy part is you can get a 3070 now for the price that a 3050 was going for 2 months ago. So hopefully by the time I have the money to add a GPU, well, by then, most likely the 40 series will be out, so I can get a 3070 dirt cheap, which is why I went ahead and got the 750 watt power supply, was so I'd have upgrade path. I mean, I could have got by with a 500 watt, but I'd been stuck with well, I may be wrong, Brad. It was the cheapest monitor I could find for a 24 inch. Like, it was cheaper than Walmart's 1080p. So it may be 144. I have to go back and look at the paperwork. I know it's clear. I know it's smooth. I don't know if there's anything to tell me. Does anything give me display properties? I'm looking. I'll look later. Oh, I can adjust the. Yeah, it's a 75 hertz. Oh, that messed me up. Hey, Brianna. Yeah, I mean, I could have gotten something smaller, cheaper, but I didn't want to go any smaller than 24. I'm hoping. So when I get everything done and I got it all set up, and my big thing is, hey, G Gerald, um, my big thing is, before I can add a GPU or a second monitor, I've got to get a desk built and I got to get a chair. I tell you what, for a fat person like me, chairs aren't cheap because it doesn't only got to be able to hold the weight. It's got to be comfortable to sit in for more than 15 minutes. But I guess that even for a regular sized person, you got to spend money for something you want to be comfortable sit in for more than long term. Because it isn't just gaming and streaming and content creation. I also work from home. And right now I'm kicked back in my living room chair with my feet up, doing it on my laptop because, that's the most comfortable. But yeah, Juan, super expensive. But yeah, so I got to get a table built. I got to get a chair built or a chair bought. I really thought about just building a big bench and padding it because then I know it'd be sturdy enough if I built it. But I'd like to have a chair, something I can lean back in. So, like I'm leaning back in this one. Like this chair, I trust. This is like a 700-pound capacity dining room chair. So, I mean, it holds my weight fine, but it's not that wide. It's not much. It's not really wider than a normal one. And the big thing with my hip. So what I may end up doing is pick up a cheap high weight capacity chair in the midterm and then either adjust change out the pistons and stuff and or just maybe save up and get one later. But I gotta get because I gotta work more than what I'm working. Main thing is there's a couple of projects because I do a lot of contracting work for different companies, doing search engine evaluation, reviewing ads to see if they're appropriate, inappropriate, fact checking, that kind of stuff. And a couple of the programs that want me to work for them, I can't work for them because my PC won't run the software. which means I will have to be set at the desk once I, to do those jobs. So I've got to get a chair, even like I said, not even for gaming or content creation, but for being able to work more. So there's that. Other thing I'm planning on doing is going to be cheap. A lot of it's going to be free. I'm going to change these walls. I'm going to take down the LED strip, and on the walls, I'm going to wood panel those. Yes, Brett, office work. But I'm going to repanel the walls with, hey, Jacob, I'm going to get pallet boards. I'm going to get pallets and break those down and sand down the boards. And then I'm going to give it the whole rustic wood wall look to where, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all have seen that, I'm sure. But I'm going to have that look on the walls. That'd be inexpensive because I can probably get the pallets for free. And then, just nails for my nail gun and, I have a bunch of sandpaper still because I was never able to get a wood shop built here. But they haven't affected my sleep. They've been up for about 4 months, Brad. They haven't affected my sleep any. But I'm going to pull them down because I'm going to I want to put the wood wall paneling up, or the wood boards up. So the walls are going to be wood boards, and put a couple of acoustic panels in here to help with the sound, because there is a bit of an echo because I'm on subfloor here. There's no carpet or anything here. So I need to get some rugs thrown down, get a couple acoustic panels put up there with the sound. But yeah, I want to make this look a little more professional, not have step ladder in the background. But that's stuff I can do for free or pennies, a few pennies here and there. Just to make me feel like I'm making progress while I'm trying to save up money. Nails for my nail gun. Bloody Nail Gun be a good punk rock band name. Oh, my closest neighbor's like 300 yards away. I mean, there's 3 football fields between me and my closest neighbor. So I don't have to worry about my neighbors hearing me. I can literally, crank up the music at night, and other than pissing off my brother, I don't have to worry about anything. What's up, Romeo? How you doing? Practically midnight. So you're in the UK, Jacob? Y'all? I think I want to learn to play drums. I just wish I owned the land that I'm living on, one. Okay, the Netherlands. I can't, Romeo. I don't have a computer. I'm running this off of a mobile notebook. It's basically a tablet with a keyboard, but unfortunately, it can't even do tablet apps because it has it runs on Windows 10, but it's a mobile version, so 90% of stuff you'd run won't run. Yeah, Jacob, my dad, he was a military brat, and he said his favorite place to visit as a young guy when they were stationed in Europe was the Netherlands. Yeah, so that was, but yeah, so yeah, guys, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do differently. I'm just not able to do because I just don't have the equipment. I want to learn to play the drums. I said that, didn't I? I have drumsticks. I should be able to play. I can do this. I bet that was loud to y'all, wasn't it? I am sorry. I should put my stuff away. It's a choice, and it's but it's something that can be instilled in somebody. Sometimes it's ignorance. Hey, Jake, how you doing, bud? But yeah, no, Chai Guy, um, I don't think it's mental illness. It's a choice or ignorance. Um, I mean, I grew up in the South. So, I've seen my share of racism. Now, Alabama is not like they make it stereotypically, but I have seen it, especially because I grew up out in the rural areas. I mean, I came from an area that, let's put it this way, I didn't go to school with a person who wasn't Caucasian until I was a freshman in high school, until I was in ninth grade. That's how rural I grew up. Um, but we lived close to a big city. That's where we did all of our commerce, our trading, our shopping. It's where my parents worked. So it's not like, we were like, oh, I've never seen somebody with dark skin. But where I grew up, it was like that. So yeah, I've witnessed racism, and it's a choice, and it's ignorance, and it's taught. That's not always ignorant. Some people are just horrible people. I mean, just horrible racist people and full of hate, no love. But some of it's ignorance too. There's a lot of stuff out there that people say that they don't realize they're being racist. Especially, hey, Will, see, yeah, I'm doing good. Hope you are too. Especially older people. Thanks, Carrizo. When you get older, like older than me, people who are 50 plus, I mean, I've heard family members and close friends say things. I'm like, dude, why are you being so racist? They're like, I'm not racist. And I'm like, repeat what you said. And they'll repeat it. And they don't even realize what they said was racist. It's just because it's just something they've said. Also, things that weren't considered offensive 20 years ago, even 10 years ago, are super offensive now because we've lost our sense of humor. But we've also got this whole society where people want to get attention by canceling someone. I agree with you, Guy. It's not a mental illness. It's a belief system. And like I said, it's also an ignorance. I mean, I've known people who say the most horrible racist stuff and would not treat somebody of a different ethnicity any different than they would somebody of their same ethnicity. They're just ignorant in their speech and don't care. Like I've honestly seen that a lot. Example, there was a convention here recently, like like a con, like a Comic Con, book, TV, cartoon, anime convention, and one of the authors got booted, and she's an older lady. Um, it was something about people of person of color, and she messed up and said colored. And it's funny because several people of color came up and defended her, saying she did nothing wrong. Like, there's no malice here. Um, but they're like, and then another person of color is like, why is it okay to call me a person of color but not colored? And I get why some people think it's bad. But the biggest thing is we get some people get caught out for racism. It's people getting offended on behalf of other people. And I've seen that a lot too. And I've literally seen a black man tell a white woman to shut up, that she was offending him by presuming to be offended on his behalf. But I think a lot of our problem, let's see, yeah, racism is out there and it's still bad. But I think a lot of what we see is people just want attention. And they try to call out stuff that's either an innocent gaffe. Prime example. I was a young guy, 18 years old, was working at a Lowe's store. Eventually went on to manage Lowe's stores. But I was working at a Lowe's store. And our store was the flagship store for the company. And they would send new managers there to be trained. The management training program took place in our store. And one of the guys there, his name was Sam. And 18-year-old kid, I'm like, what's up, Sambo? And tried to give him a high five. He got mad at me. Now, most of y'all are probably too young, because I was too young in 1996 to realize that what I said was a racial slur. What's up, Sarash? I didn't know that calling a black person Sambo was racist. The man's name was Sam. I was just playing on his name. I really liked him. And eventually, like a couple of days later, he realized that I didn't know what I'd done. And so you get a lot of stuff like that too. The fasting, Will, great question. I felt good, actually. I actually noticed some pain relief after 48 hours, actually leading up to it. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. And what I've been working on doing, that was just last week. And so I just want to get back to intermittent fasting. And spoke to, after speaking to doctors and nutritionists and stuff, one of the things they've recommended is intermittent fast through the week. And then on the weekend, don't go crazy, but, you don't have to stick to it. That way it helps keep you from getting in too much of a rut. Now, what I've actually been doing this week is 1 meal a day. Because my whole thing was, after my 48-hour fast, I was going to do a 24-hour fast once a week and then intermittent fast the rest. So it means whenever I eat dinner Sunday, I don't eat again until 24 hours later, Monday night, which doesn't even feel like a 24-hour fast, because I really didn't go a day without eating. I ate the next day. So it just, I don't really feel like I'm fasting doing that. It don't feel any more difficult than intermittent fast. But yeah, but you still eat 1 meal a day when you fast in Ramadan, don't you, Brad? Don't you eat in the evenings? I mean, I'm not Muslim, so I'm not well versed, but from what I understand, you still get to eat in the evenings, right? Okay, see, I don't, and see, I'm ignorant of your beliefs, so I don't know what the third prayer. I mean, I understand what prayer calls are. But I don't know what the third one is. So Rosh, I didn't. I was perfectly fine. After 48 hours was up, I drank me a glass of V8, and about an hour later, ate a steak sandwich, and I was fine. Um, and then, so my whole deal was I was gonna start doing the 24-hour fast once a week, and intermittent fast from then on. Um, got you, guy. So this week was the first week of doing that. So I did it Sunday night to Monday, 24 hours. And so Tuesday, I could start my eating window at 10 or noon or somewhere if I wanted. But I didn't. I didn't eat until supper time again. So I basically did another 24-hour fast. And here I am again. It's been 23 hours. I'm not about to eat right now because I'm still sitting there talking. So this week, this is the third day in a row I've done one meal a day, and I'm not hungry. No, I'm lying. I ate one chip today. One chip. One chip. My brother made some homemade potato chips, and he's like, he's like, you want to try? And I tried one. So there's different schools of thought on this. Some schools are you take in one single calorie, your fast is broke. Most professionals say as long as it's under 50 calories, you didn't break a fast. And they put that in there for people who like to put like milk in their coffee or tea. But yeah, so all I've had today is one homemade potato chip. That was not very large. A flat French fry. Okay, thanks for explaining, Brad. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm not having a hard time with it. I'm not hungry. I've been trying to work a lot more, and that also um, well, I'm talking about fast from like a medical and weight loss perspective. On a spiritual fast, a religious fast, then yeah, that's because that's the rules of the fast as far as but there are some different rules, Brad, between doing a religious and a one for health reasons. Oh, I've struggled with food my whole life, Will. Um, and it's a hard cycle to break. Um, that's food's how you feel better about bad stuff. Food's how you celebrate good stuff. Right. Oh, and I eat out of boredom. And so yeah, when I'm busy, and like I said, I've been busier the past couple of days. Um, so it's helped me not think about it. Yeah, because eating out of boredom, it like can't tell you how many times that I've been like, I'm bored. Let me go make a couple of grilled cheeses and sit here and eat them while I'm just flipping the channel. Um, but I'm trying to stay busy. And speaking of staying busy, I'm going to have to get busy getting off his chair here soon because my left leg is falling asleep. Hey, Wright, thanks for showing up. How you doing? But I've been able to keep busy outside because it's just been rainy weather this week. So that stinks. But yeah, fast is going good. Like I said, main reason I wanted to get on here, I'm sorry, guys, my eyes are itching. I hate to look like a meth head sitting there messing with my face the whole time. But oh, I hate to hear that, right? I'm sorry. But yeah, main reason I just want to jump on there, I wanted to test some stuff, but also I want to thank everybody for the new subs and for the continued subs and support. I don't normally suffer with allergies, so I don't know, right? I don't think it's pollen Christmas. I mean, so right now, Jake, it's 5 o'clock for me, PM, 5:14 PM for me, I think. Yeah, 5:14 PM for me. I am going to probably get some dinner going. And then I need to work on mixing a couple of tracks for my music channel. Sorry, I was getting a message and sorry guys. But I'm trying to I do. I've used my Fitness Pal in the past, Will. It's actually a really good tool. All right, Brad. Thanks for coming by and thanks for explaining some of your stuff to me. I appreciate that. And that's how we learn. We ask questions and have, engaged conversations. But yeah, no, so the rest of the day, I'm gonna eat some dinner. I gotta, like I said, I gotta work on some videos. I gotta mix some sound with some either images or videos and get a couple of samples made for the sound channel. I'm hoping to eventually get it growing, and that way I can get some passive income. I got to work on picking up some affiliate items to put on the videos on the music channel links. So basically, trying to find like sound machines and stuff that have similar sounds to the videos, and then put links to those in descriptions. Hopefully, if somebody likes those sounds, they'll buy that sound machine, and I'll get a commission. No, it's close. It's almost evening time for me, Jake. Right? It's disgusting, right? I mean, murder is horrible to begin with, but doing that to children, to babies, no, it breaks my heart. We have a real mental health issue in this country. And until it's addressed, this stuff's going to keep happening. And the problem is mental health issues in this country are, first of all, they're ignored. But if you ask for help or you say you need help in this country, depending on where you are and who you're saying it to, you can get treated like a criminal. I mean, there's some states that if you mark, like I was watching one other day. And so I was talking about how when they were filling out a questionnaire at the doctor, it said, "Have you ever considered taking your own life?" And they're like, "Well, yeah, like 10 years ago, I had a bad time." So they marked, yeah. They got locked up. They got sent to a psych ward. Thanks for coming in, Ryan. Hope you have a good day. They got sent to a psych ward against their will because they said that 10 years ago, they answered the questionnaire honestly. And that's why, especially among Southern men, we don't talk about our feelings. We don't seek help because when I'm talking about older, like Gen X and older, because we saw at a young age, you lose your rights. You can lose your freedom. What's up, Effort? How you doing? And so when until we can remove the stigma, and that's the thing about it, we need better mental health care in this country, but we also need to remove the stigma. Because I'm telling you right now, people in this country do not want to go get mental health help. I appreciate that effort. Will, motivation to lose weight. Man, I'm just tired of being fat and in pain, and I hate the way I look. I hate the way I feel even more. Hate the physical limitations. I mean, and I hit a downward spiral before I really started taking it serious. I mean, I've attempted and I've lost a lot of weight in the past and then gained it back, but I had to hit rock bottom, and it happened. I mean, and so yeah, I mean, y'all got to realize I know, and I'm not trying to minimalize anybody's story, but I get a lot of people, man, I used to be really fat too. And 90% of the people who tell me, oh, I used to be really fat, they didn't even weigh 300 pounds. Guys, I've lost over 100 pounds and I'm still 580 pounds. It's different. At 350, first of all, when I was 350, I looked about 275. But at 350, I had no limitations other than I just couldn't fit through some doorways. That's a lie. I could fit through everything. But at 350, I was an avid outdoorsman. I ran, I hiked, I climbed, I played sports. And I was good looking too, guys. Let me tell you what. I was quite handsome, if I do say so myself. I was a catch. But at my size, life sucks. I would love to take some of y'all's guys' advice that tell me go out and walk 3 miles a day or do cardio for 3 hours a day. Dude, I physically can't do it. I've got to starve some of this weight off. Thanks, Jake. But yeah, that's my motivation to lose weight. So life will stop sucking. Don't be wrong. I mean, I'm grateful that I'm here, and I'm grateful for what I do have, because I know a lot of people have it a lot worse. I mean, there's people living in boxes, but I can't enjoy activities like I want. It's the reason I'm not a husband or a dad, because I'm not fit to be a good partner to somebody or a good parent. I can't keep up with somebody. I mean, if you want the raw, I mean, that's it. I mean, it's just, you are extremely limited in this. That's my motivation. I might do a video. I might do a whole video on that, Will. Thank you. I might sit down and just talk about it if I can keep from crying like a sissy. And see, there's that whole my generation, mental health. I just call talking about feelings of being a sissy. I don't mean it. I know it's not true, but it's still knee-jerk reaction for somebody from my generation. I mean, we were taught that the proper way to deal with your feelings is to your emotions was to bury them deep down and hide them where they belong and never express them. Now, I don't mean my parents. That's how society was taught. I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and that's what the men that I saw as a child did, in general. Oh, I don't worry about the negative people, Will. What I hate, though, is when somebody's being a butthole and suggesting something, and it's something I was planning to do anyway. I almost don't want to do it because I don't want to think I did it because they suggested it, because they was a jerk the way they suggested it. But then I still got to do it anyway. But yeah. So anyway, guys, we're coming up on about 50 minutes. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a stream. Whole purpose is just really thank you guys. I appreciate all y'all. Love y'all. Y'all are great. We're setting at about 23,800 subscribers. I don't know if I'll ever hit 100,000. It did go by fast, Christmas. I don't know. I'd love to. I'd love to put on that wall right there one of those plaques. Horror game. I don't know what you're talking about, Coldsy. Bye, Noel. Thanks for stopping by. Boy, I bet that was loud, wasn't it? Before I go, one last question I'll answer. Horror game, but you're going to have to explain it to me, Coldsy. And I'm moving around because my leg's falling asleep and it's starting to hurt. That's why I'm sitting here acting like a crackhead. Hey, Antoine, doing good. Thanks. How are you? You actually caught me on the tail end of the thing. About horror games, I never played any of them. There's a couple I'd like to try. Oh yeah, I could play. I don't get scared by horror stuff. Oh yeah, I don't care about bullies. Yeah, I've never played. Excuse me. I don't do haunted houses. Shazzle, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I don't do haunted houses. I can play horror games, but haunted houses tend to piss me off, and I probably wouldn't have the reaction now that I had back then. Because, well, first of all, Outlast, I'll check it out, but I might have punched some people in a haunted house as a young person, like 18 to mid 20s. Especially when one screwed up and put their hands on us as we was walking through, and like, I know it's not a zombie, but it still did the whole rah and touched me, and I just out of reflex. So yeah. But I don't know. I don't like haunted houses, and I got really pissed off at one. The last one I went to, it was a Judgement House, but they lied about it being a Judgement House. They put it up as like it was a haunted house, and it turned to be a Judgement House. If you don't know what a Judgement House is, congratulations. But look it up; it would piss you off too. I mean, I don't have a problem. Y'all know I'm a Christian person myself. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe He was sent here and died for our sins and was resurrected on the third day. But I don't like somebody being sneaky and trying to push their beliefs on me, even other Christians. And that's what this haunted house was. It wasn't even a haunted house. And it started out as a haunted house as you're walking through. And then I realized about 2/3 away, I'm like, crap, this is a Judgement House. And I was mad. Like, I made them cry. So Outlast, and what's the other one? Good luck on your exam, Shazzle. Warehouse 31. I'll look into both of those. Probably can't run them now, but I'll check them. Oh, nice vacation. Okay, guys, I'm going to get off here because if I don't, y'all know I'll just sit here and keep talking to y'all. I appreciate y'all coming in and chatting with me. Appreciate all the support. Please like the video if you haven't. But I love all you guys. And God bless y'all.